Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're going to talk about running costs for my Audi S8. Alright guys, remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. I post 3 videos every week. Remember to like and share this video so our channel can grow, and leave a comment with your thoughts below. Alright, so we've had the 2013 Audi S8 since August 1st. So I'm filming this in April. So August, we actually got the end of July, but let's just say August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and now we're in April. So we've had it, wow, we've had it almost 9 months already. Oh my God. So here is the running costs so far. So we just went from the winter tires to the summer tires, and when I put that, and I have separate rims for both. So standard on this are, the tires are 265, 35, 21. So the wheels that you're seeing are 21s. They come with Continental Conti Sport tires. Now the Audi S8 only comes with summer tires. They don't come, there's no all seasons. So I was originally thinking, as much as I hate all seasons, for this car, get one with all seasons, never have to change the tires, so it's an all-weather car. S8s, unlike A8s, only come with summer tires. So if you want to drive it in the winter, and I live here in northern New Jersey, you do need snow tires. So we did spend money on wheels and tires. Now those wheels and tires will probably last us about 4 years. So I'd have to add up the cost, but let's just say all in, it was $2 grand. If those tires last us 4 years, that essentially is $500 a year to have a dedicated snow tires that can have all the salt from the roads. And the most important thing about winter tires is giving you braking. So what happens is, on ice, it takes 10 times longer to stop. If you have winter tires, it takes only twice as long to stop. So you actually have 5 times the braking power, and that's why if you're driving in the winter, and especially in a lot of snowstorms or icy conditions, you see all these all-wheel drive or 4x4s crash. Well, they were great in the snow until they had to stop short and brake, and that's where they lost it and had an accident. So winter tires can really save your bacon. So again, $2,000, they last 4 years, $500. Realistically, after 5 years, you could probably still sell this for like $500, $600. So say you sell it for $600 after 4 years, then it was $1,200 for 4 years, divided by it's $300 a year. So you just mitigated your cost from $500 a year down to $300. That's why always get dedicated snows if you live in an area where you need them for your daily driver. Now I want to show you something about this. There's a landscaper. My neighbor has a couple doors down, and he's blowing leaves because this is like a spring cleanup, and it's really loud. But inside this car, you don't hear it at all. If I open the door, now you hear it, right? It just shows how insulated this car is and how quiet it is compared to other cars. Obviously, sound deadening adds weight. This car is 4,400 pounds, but you don't notice that landscaper at all. What else? So running costs, we've driven this car. I did a 10,000 mile review, so that's a much longer review and more in detail, so you can watch here. So this is kind of an overview of just the running costs. So we had snow tires. Snow tires at the end of the day will probably cost us about $300 a year, so that's not so bad. As far as other maintenance, this car I bought CPO, and the importance of buying CPO is they do a full service before they give you the car. So this isn't Joe Schmo's eBay dealer that said the car was serviced and they have this 200-point inspection and they didn't do anything. This car, actually my heated seats are on. Let me take this off. It's supposed to be warm in New Jersey. Right now it's only in the 40s, but today it's supposed to hit 68. So we'll see, and I'm filming this on a Saturday in April. So fully serviced CPO. So what they did as part of the CPO, these kind of cars, especially with 21-inch wheels and gigantic brakes, the biggest running costs are going to be, of course, tires and brakes. So the tires were within 2 years old. I bought this car in 2018. The tires were from 2017, and they did put in new front brakes. And when I put the summer tires back on, checks the rear brakes, and there's a ton of pad on it. And we have almost 31,000 miles. We bought this with 19,000 miles, so we put 11 or 12,000 miles on it. They did new front brakes as part of the CPO, new battery, full service, and probably 1 or 2 other things that I'm forgetting. So I should be set for a whole year on service. Now, Audi says you can go 10,000 miles for an oil change. I've been changing this every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. So this had an oil change at 19,000 miles, and then in the last 10,000 miles, it's had two other oil changes. Actually, less than that. We're probably going to be due for a third one soon. So maybe every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, I change the oil. So if you got it done in an Audi dealer, it's $160. So that's $320, which is not bad for a dealer. Oil change, that's pretty good because they're using synthetic oil. What I did have to do is replace the rear tires. So this week, when I switch and I have dedicated winters and dedicated summers, like I said, the winter tires are 19-inch tires on, it was a tire rack package that I got on steel black wheels. And then when I put the 21 summer tires back on, I noticed that 2 of the tires were pretty much bald. They were probably at 2/32. That's how worn down they were. So I had to get new rear tires. So went with the same OEM tires. I don't want to mismatch tires, so I went to the Continental Conti Sport, which come with the car, the OEM tires, 265 35 21s, like I mentioned before, and those cost $325 each a tire rack. So 2 of those is $750. Figure with installation, tire mounting and balancing is $800. So far in 9 months with this car, we have $800 on tires, 2 oil changes. Let's just round that to $300, about $1,100. Now I'm not counting the winter tires, and again, I would count that over 4 years because they'll last at least 4 years. Probably about $300 a year once you figure out where you're going to sell them at the end. So that could be as high as $1,400 if you want to count that for the year. But actually, that's pretty good. So my prediction on used cars, and I'll buy almost all my cars used, is the running cost should be about $1,000, and that should be maintenance and repairs. So luckily, I bought the CPO because brakes, who knows, brakes could cost $1,000, and you don't want to have to do that. A set of 4 tires, again, wouldn't be $800 installed, they'd be $1,600 installed. And I still think, all right, so with the summer tires, I probably put 8,000 to 10,000 miles, and these tires have a wear rating of 240. So they should last about 20,000 miles. So when they did the CPO inspection, the Audi dealer, I think they were probably close to being replaced, and they decided not to. Now, I did kill them on their price. I got $4,000 off their asking price, which is almost impossible on a used car. So who knows? Maybe if I paid their full price, they would have thrown in a set of tires, which we know is $1,600, not $4,000. So either way, I came out ahead on that. And to be fair, I have a very heavy right foot. So especially when I got this car, and I still do it, a lot of accelerations in a straight line because it's 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. So maybe a tire that was supposed to last only 20,000 miles was going to last 15 or 14 because of all my accelerations. And then you take into fact, I put 10 of those, and then it's only like a 4,000 mile difference, which may make sense. So maybe when it left the Audi dealer, I don't remember when I took delivery. I definitely checked the tires. I don't remember thinking that the tires were worn down. So maybe it was my doing. So again, it was a little, what are we saying, 800, 1,100, 300 something. So about $1,100 so far to run the Audi. $1,400 if we're amortizing the snow tires. And snow tires last a long time. So for my GLA and CLA 45 AMGs, it's essentially the same car. So the tire sizes worked. The tires that I bought from my CLA AMG, 45 AMG, that I kept for 3 years, and then I had the GLA for 2 years. I got a set of those snow tires for 5 years, and they were cheaper, obviously, because they were smaller. I think they were 19s or 18s, and they were probably maybe $1,200 or $1,400 to own. Let's just call it 14 for argument's sake. I sold those for like $700 after 5 years. So basically, it only cost me $700 divided by 5. It's, less than $200 a year to have snow tires, about $150 a year or whatever, to have that assurance of winter tires. So that's the running cost for the Audi S8 so far. Now, again, I bought this car used. It's, I'm going to shut off the car because it's getting hot in here. Now, let's see if we can hear that landscaper. Oh, see, look how loud it is now, right? But with the door closed, we don't hear it. Look at that. Or you can hear it now because probably I mentioned it. So the first owner of this car really lost big because this car had a sticker of 120. He probably traded it in. I bought this car for 48, and it only had 19,000 miles, and it was CPO with a full service, new batteries, new front brakes. So the new owner, who knows, may have traded in for 40, paid 120 for it. That's 80,000 he lost, not counting sales tax. He lost probably close to $90,000 for driving this car 19,000 miles. That's ridiculous. If I drive my McLaren 19,000 miles because I bought it used, again, it's not going to cost me 90,000 in depreciation. Though the person who was the first owner of my McLaren got hit with big depreciation. So that's the running cost so far. I love the car. I have initial impressions review, 5,000 mile review, 10,000 mile review. So watch those. We go into detail about every little thing. You know, what surprised me the most, I mean, I obviously knew it had great performance. That's why I bought it. I wanted the Bang & Olufsen, so I searched for a car that had one. I had to search the whole country. The nearest one I found, CPO, was Miami, and I live in New Jersey. That's how rare CPO with Bang & Olufsen is. What surprised me the most is gas mileage. I average about 22.9 miles to the gallon on my commute, and when I did that with my V8 M3, my E90, I was averaging 17. So here you have, instead of 414 horsepower, you have 520, obviously totally different type of car. And, you know, over 100 horsepower more, and I'm getting, 5 miles, almost 6 miles to the gallon more. So that saves a lot of money. If I bought an M5 and got 15, and I lost 7 miles a day in gas mileage, you know, over driving 20,000 miles, that's going to be a big number, which is going to add to your running costs. But, you know, probably the only downside to this car is how big and wide it is. So I park in a little tiny parking garage at work, and this car sticks out 2 feet. I'm just waiting for somebody to come around the corner and hit me because this car is so big. But, and obviously, you know, if you're going to the store and stuff like that, a lot of times I just jump in my wife's Jeep Grand Cherokee because this is 2 feet longer than that. And obviously it's easier to just get into space with her car than this big giant boat. But it's been a phenomenal, it's a great highway car, great community to work car because it's so comfortable, quiet, great stereo, fast, and with winter tires especially, or with good summer tires, all-weather capability, you know, for the rain and then the snow with the winter tires is phenomenal. So thanks again for watching, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll continue for these running costs. So my prediction for running costs next year should be about the same. Remember, we only replaced 2 tires, so I anticipate another 2 oil changes. Remember, you could save money by doing it yourself, so I'm putting in assuming you're going to go to the dealer for it, but obviously you could change it yourself. So I anticipate the same $1,100 to keep it another 12 months because we'll have 2 oil changes, assuming we go to the dealer and not do it ourselves, and on 2 front tires, which are going to cost the same because this is a square setup. So all the tires are 265 35 19s. All right, guys, remember, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.